day was buy spearmint and then get eucalyptus and lemon for free. I am going to deviate a little bit from how we have been. I am just going to make some quick touch points on all three because, again, I think these are just really staple oils. Spearmint is a lot more mild, kind of peppermint. So people that find peppermint too overbearing, because peppermint is a very strong oil, spearmint is great to use for digestive issues, especially on kids. The doTERRA Kids Blend Tamer has spearmint in it. So spearmint is really good. Kids often tend to tolerate that smell because it's just not quite as strong. So it's great. It's also great for just skin moment. I often say just a drop in the hand, rub the hands together, those deep breaths. Woo! Better than a coffee pick-me-up, which is really hard for me to say because I love coffee pick-me-ups, but truly will keep you alert and make you stay alert.
And it doesn't give you a crash afterwards.
Right. So it's just a really nice mint, but a little more mild in flavor.
Yeah.
And then the cool emotional property of it that really speaks to me is that it is the oil of confident speech. And for people that feel like they're withholding their voice, find their voice with it. So it's a great one to use if you're going into a meeting or have a presentation or need to have a really direct conversation, or even just kind of a run-of-the-mill conversation, but you want to be heard and fluent in your speech. One of my favorite things about that is how powerful the olfactory gland is with spearmint. Because I have a friend I was talking with during BOGO week, and I said, spearmint I just associate spearmint with a dentist's office. Like that's my first association of it. And she said, oh, I immediately think of my grandpa's shirt because he had a pack of spearmint gum in his pocket at all times. And so I just throw that in there because it's real. Our olfactory gland and our memories and our connections. It's so cool. And it's so cool how just one scent can take you back. So I like to think about that with essential oils too, especially using with my kids. I do a lot of repetition with them and a lot of the same oils at the same time so that we're connecting memories. So I've noticed I've been even more so with that right now. I'm diverting. So let's go to eucalyptus.
Wait, can I say just a few bullet points about spearmint first?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna let you throw in your points, but yeah, go for it.
Spearmint is sourced in India. And one other thing that I do want to say about the spearmint is that unless you have experienced certified pure therapeutic grade spearmint, you've really never smelled anything like it because most spearmint is artificial. So any spearmint that you kind of associate with, like the pack of gum that you were talking about, the main chemical constituent of spearmint is very easily produced synthetically for a very low price. So if you've smelled it like in gum or in toothpaste or, things along those lines, and you're not a fan of it, I would say to definitely keep an open mind because this spearmint is really different. The other thing is that women who are nursing should not be doing a lot of peppermint because peppermint can reduce a nursing mom's milk supply. So spearmint is a really great substitute for nursing moms.
Yeah, great info. I kind of lost track of where I was. I'm going to be real honest.
You're in your basement in your pajamas drinking a Melissa Mocktail.
actually just finished my mocktail. It was so good. Thank you for
I
that.
know. I should have dropped you off some extra tonic, because what you can do, and this is helpful for everyone else to know, I porch dropped Molly's mocktail tonight. But once you finish your Melissa mocktail, you don't really want to create a whole fresh one, because you don't want to have too much of the Melissa. Like 1 drop is great. And so if you just keep your mocktail glass exactly the way it is and just refresh with the tonic, it still tastes, I would say, 80% as flavorful as the first pour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do with my water bottle all day. I put 2 drops of an oil in there, and then I just refill my water, but I don't refill the drops of oil throughout the day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So lemon or eucalyptus?
Eucalyptus.
Okay.
So eucalyptus has been always one of my go-to for respiratory issues.
Yes.
So the second that any of my kids have any kind of respiratory thing, eucalyptus goes in the diffuser, and then it goes on the chest along with lemon. So it's really fun that they're kind of paired together. I'm sure that wasn't a mistake. And so,
I just learned something new. I never thought about putting lemon right on the chest.
Yeah, I do for my kids if they've got a really bad cough. Me too. It just seems I do it on the kids more than myself.
Yeah.
A drop of each with fractioned coconut oil, and then just rub it like you would a Vicks. So I do it on their chest. And my kids are all old enough now that I can talk to them about not touching their eyes or their face, and I'll put it on their necks too. Younger kids, I would definitely keep it just on their chest with a t-shirt so they're not touching it. But yeah, eucalyptus and lemon is one of my go-to respiratory things. And so it's also, if you're looking at emotional properties,
I love this.
It is. So this is, I was reading this today, and I'm going to read it from the paper because I don't want to get it wrong. But it promotes wellness, which makes total sense because of that. But it supports souls who face constant illness and encourages individuals to take full responsibility for their own health. I just thought that was really cool because it just, again, it was one of those, it just called me, and you read, oh, it's good for respiratory, but when you really dive in and look deeper at the oils, mind-body connection is so intertwined and so just really cool. So I thought that was I just used it to try to help our respiratory issues and to fix the cough so babies can sleep. And then researching a little more today was kind of fun to find those facts.
Cool. It's so cool. I was drawn to that same idea. And the 2 little bullet points that I pulled out along the same lines are that it emotionally supports our belief that we deserve to be well. And that it teaches us to claim like that wholeness and to heal, and that like we deserve this, and it can be ours to claim. So interesting. We could go for layers and layers there. This one, eucalyptus, is from Australia, and I with Molly, it's just our go-to respiratory. We actually, my husband really suffers from pretty chronic seasonal allergies. Well, I can confidently say it is not nearly as bad as it used to be, but we're really proactive with oils for him. And we just keep eucalyptus in our shower. And so when we take a hot shower, we just drop a drop or 2 of it on the shower floor, and then the steam kind of brings it up like a vaporizer. And that's really helpful for us. So that's eucalyptus.
Yeah. So then lemon. I think, it's kind of like, it's a cleansing oil. It's an uplifting oil. It's a cleansing oil.
Yeah.
So lemon is really still multi-purpose. It's great to put a drop of in your water. It's great to just even inhale to uplift your mood. It's great for cleaning. So cleaning your fruit, putting some in to Oh, Kate has an aha. I don't want to
Oh, I
lose
was
it.
just gonna say that should be a whole nother pajama.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if you think of anything cleansing, that's what oil's good for. But then I had done some looking around this summer. I really wanted to find a combination of oils that would help my son with transitions. And this oil is not it, but in my researching of it, I came across this. And then I found so much information to support it that I think is so cool is that lemon is an awesome oil for learning. So for people that kind of struggle with it, or for people that have a lot of self judgment talk, when they're trying to do a learning task. So trying to do homework and you're coming up with, I'm so dumb, I can't get this. Um, lemon is great because it kind of cleans and calms those thoughts to
Yeah.
move you through it to
Yeah.
get to a better space to learn.
Yeah.
Um, so that might be really helpful right now as we're all tackling. Every household is different, but for households that are doing a little bit of school from home,
Yes.
might be a great
Yeah.
diffuser go-to, or
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
do some inhales from the hands. But great timing to have extra of that oil.
So good. And it is actually, I mean, it doesn't surprise me that your research led you to lemon as being the oil of learning. It's the oil of focus. Like that's just, and it's that crisp scent. It just kind of snaps you into focus. And then, yeah, and then just in terms of like practicalities, it is a really great cleaning oil.
Yeah,
We could do it. We could do a green cleaning pajama series for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, day 5. Here we are. I
Oh.
know. So as we enter day 5, let's just talk because there's no elephants in the room.
It's all been revealed.
It's all been revealed. And
Oh, is the elephant going to be our last animal?
uh-huh.
Oh,
So
okay.
elephant.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
Next time we'll plan these little animals a little
No,
better.
I got it. I got it. And remember, we're not repeating them. So I'm writing down number 4 right now. Number 4 is the elephant.
Oh, but you just repeated it.
But I didn't repeat 1 through 3. You have to know all 4 animals to get your point.
So we met the king earlier in the week.
Oh, yes.
And we closed with
The queen. The queen.
Rose. The
Yes.
queen. The
Oh.
loving, beautiful,
Oh.
majestic, magnificent
Oh.
queen.
I
She
can't.
she arrived. And it came with beautiful, which beautiful is one that is not sold all the time and it's really kind of hard to come by. It sold out super fast. It was released last year at convention, I believe, and then I mean it sold out very fast. And lavender.
I couldn't believe the lavender. I mean, that was just like the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, lavender's a good one. Lavender's another one.
Those
What
are
I like about this kind of BOGO box is that there were some gorgeous blends. There were some really cool kind of unicorn oils in there.
Yeah.
And then some just really steady oils.
Yeah.
Basic, great oils.
Staples. Yeah.
So, Rose, Kate, do you want to talk a little bit about Rose?
Oh my God.
Start this high vibing oil.
It is just, okay, you guys, you have to experience Rose. It is so delicate smelling. Like the experience of it is so delicate in terms of like what it feels like when you smell it, or like I like to put a little bit on my lips or under my eyes, or I just, oh, it's so good. But it packs such a powerful punch. Um in terms of its potency and its effectiveness. So rose is considered the oil of divine love. And if you watched my Instagram live, I actually got kind of emotional about this. Like, it also it's saved on IGTV, so you can go watch it, and I'll spare everybody from going on and on and on and on and on tonight. But it's one that I love talking about rose. Rose actually, very technically, this is a measurable thing. Rose holds a higher vibration than any other oil on the planet. So people kind of throw around the term like high vibe, but it actually means something. The higher something's vibration, the higher someone's frequency, the higher the like vitality. It's sort of like, when people talk about personalities, when you're around someone who's low vibe, you can literally feel it in your body, and it like brings you down. And when you're around someone who's high vibe, like you feel it in your body and it brings you up. So rose is like the epitome of high vibe. It is considered a healer of the heart. Like, this is a magical oil, you guys. It's sourced in Bulgaria, and it's sourced to like in this area of Bulgaria. So it's right below the Balkan mountain range. And this is a really pristine area that doesn't have any pollutants. Like, automobiles don't even go through or near this area. So if you think of a plant growing, like the soil that the plant is growing in has not been contaminated with any toxins, no gas fumes. Same with the air that the plant is breathing. So it is like the most pure rose. And I watched this beautiful, beautiful sourcing video about it. And there was this beautiful woman who was like sourcing the blooms. And it was this beautiful day and these pink blooms. And she just had the most beautiful smile. And she said, I guess the interviewer asked her, like, is it hard? How do you pick it? And she said, oh, your hands just dance with the flowers. And so it's like all these things. It's so good. There are 10,000 blossoms of rose in this oil. Okay, I'm just doing it. I'm going to tell you the same thing I said on the IGTV because I can't stand it. If someone was like, oh my God, I love you so much. I cherish you so much. You are so precious to me. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to shower you with 10,000 roses. Would you die? Like, I would die. Like, oh my gosh. And so that's what this is. There's 10,000 blossoms in this little bottle for you because you are loved and prized and cherished. Oh,
Oh,
some practical things about rose, because I just get too carried away with the romantic of rose.
so I know. And I mean, I love romance, but I also love practicality. So, I do find the smell amazing. I mean, it's just such a battle of amazingness. But I also love that not only is it the most perfect pure fume, but that it's also building my immune system. It is an immunity powerhouse.
Yeah.
Um,
See, I forget about all that. I just get carried away imagining myself swimming in a sea of 10,000 rose petals. But you're right. It's an immunity powerhouse.
It's an immunity powerhouse. It's also a nausea blaster. When you put it on your forearms, it is really good at helping tame nausea.
Yes.
And it's a really great, Kate mentioned this, but it's so good for your skin.
Yeah.
Just a really great skin refresher. And Kate said this, but again, I just think it's so powerful about how it's the highest vibration of oils and the oil of love. And then also that it invites divine grace and intervention in healing. So it's pulling all of that. It's pulling the love, the immunity, and just wrapping it up into a bundle of just love for you.
It is.
So
It is. It's bliss. And I'm gonna tear up, but oils do this to you. When I use it, I feel loved. I feel cherished. I feel prized. I feel protected. I feel all those things. I truly feel it. And it's all happening so quickly through my olfactory gland that I'm not thinking about it that way. I am different after I use it
mhm.
immediately.
Agreed. And I also think rose is a really great way to like, I don't know about anyone else, but I always, oh, I'll save that outfit for when I do something. I'll
For the
save,
nice china, like the fancy
yeah,
plate.
for when it's something special. Which is funny. I use our china all the time recently
Yeah.
because I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Um, but I think of rose kind of like the fine china. Like you think,
Yes.
oh, I should only use this here and there
Yes.
because it is a little pricier, because it is a little more indulgent. It is a little more, um, but it's exactly like the fine china jelly
Yeah.
and bunny crackers. Self use rose every day and get that kind of luxury, self care, um, high vibrations every day. And
I
you're
do it in small bits every day. And actually, I keep it on my desk. This is currently my desk. And I use it as a lip gloss, and that's just kind of become my ritual. If I don't have very much time between appointments or meetings and I need just kind of an immediate reset, I put it on my lips. And then it's like my whole body's absorbing it at that point. Which the converse of that, think about like the junk, like that waxy, nasty Ola stuff people put on their lips, and then their whole body's absorbing it. But I digress.
I, that skin absorption
It
that is
is.
a few
It
days.
is. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay, speaking of just adding in some beautiful self care spots in the day, beautiful. I, this one kind of blew my pants off when I
She
got it.
texted me. She texted me about this, and she said, "Kate, beautiful on my body. I can't even." Like she was so excited about it.
I, okay, I smelled it and I loved it. And here's the funny thing, I immediately was like, this is my favorite scent. What? I didn't know what oils were in it. It is my favorite scent. One of my first diffuser blends was what was coined to me as fancy candle: frankincense, bergamot, and lime. That's what this is. And then I had it on my body. Where did I smell like my favorite diffuser blend? Um, I love it. I mean, I think it is kind of like that, kind of a little bit of element of fancy, yet all the time blend.
Uh,
Um, and
uh,
so again, we talked about all the properties of frankincense. So you've got those same properties in here. And then bergamot. Bergamot is a really big oil, to combat self judgment.
oh,
Then lime is to help you have a zest for life. I
can't
mean,
believe there's lime in this.
I know, isn't it great? So I love beautiful. And I love that I made all the connections that, oh, this
So
is my
cool.
blend.
That's so cool. Oh, it's so good.
So I
Side
don't
note,
have a lot of experience with it other than I opened my BOGO box. I don't even know what is today. Tuesday?
I have no clue.
I have
What
no
year is
idea.
it?
I opened my box maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I am 2 days in to learning beautiful. But I'm so excited to really use it more, other than just right now putting it on my pulse points and knowing the emotional properties of those three oils. Those are three oils I reach for often,
Yes.
all wound up in one. loving it so far.
Yes. Yes. Amazing. I just smelled it. It's delicious. It's perfect. And interestingly, it reminds me of Molly. So
Yeah.
it's really good. It's really good. One side note, the Beautiful sold out so quickly that if you ordered your BOGO later in the day, they substituted it with Citrus Bloom, the one we were talking about earlier, the Pianissimo, the Mother's Day blend, a citrus blend or
Blue.
Citrus Bloom Touch, which I can't even fathom. When that was announced, I immediately messaged Christine, our oils mentor, and I said, I didn't even know Citrus Bloom came in a touch. And she was like, it doesn't. Get it. And I had already purchased mine, so I hadn't budgeted for two. But I mean, if you got that, you didn't get cheated. That's amazing.
No, and that one, the citrus bloom has a magnolia note in it. And earlier in this call, I had said that I have recently just, oh my gosh, just found this love, and it's magnolia oil.
Yeah.
And so citrus bloom, if it's not beautiful, it's citrus
Yeah.
bloom, you will not be disappointed.
Uh,
Kate, our final, wait, lavender.
Oh, it's just so good. And if you're like, oh, lavender, why not? Lavender, everybody has lavender. You have not experienced. This is Kate and Molly unedited. This is like, you've not experienced this lavender. This lavender is incredibly special. Think calming. So think all things calming and soothing. And that's what lavender is for. So if you think emotionally, lavender is for calming. It's for calming nerves. It's for calming anxiety. If you think about like skin irritations, like I got sunburned at the park today. I forgot to wear any sunscreen or bring a hat, and so I've got sunburn like on my neck and chest and on my face. And so before I go to sleep, I'm going to probably add a drop of lavender to coconut oil and just rub it all over my face. Just calming, soothing skin irritations, great for babies, great in
Yeah,
Epsom soaks. All the thing great. And oh, the trio, lemon, lavender, and peppermint, is considered the famous trio for two things: for nausea and for seasonal allergies. Great blend. And my husband and I can both speak to the seasonal allergies piece. Yeah, it's just it's another one, like, if you don't have lavender, hurry up and get it. It's sort of like if you're gonna just have a few like, I don't know,
there's
baking
so
things,
many
you
things.
need vanilla, like you just need it. Yeah,
Yeah, super basic, but super,
not
super
basic. It's like a
necessary.
basic that's so not basic. It's like a basic that's so extra because it's so great.
But we'll just end on that note.
Hey, before we hop off, I just want to say thank you. If you are watching this video, it's because you purchased something during BOGO week. We're going to send this link to everyone who purchased something during BOGO week as education. So just really thank you. Thank you for, Molly and I are wellness advocates, and this is a small business for both of us. So thank you for supporting our business. Thank you for supporting the kindest, most humanitarian, transparent, game-changing company that I know. Every time you purchase from us, you're purchasing from doTERRA, and you are supporting humanitarian projects that would just blow your socks off. And you're participating in something really good and clean and healthy. And we're really grateful. So thanks for shopping BOGO with us.
Yeah, thanks. We had fun, and thanks for letting us come to you in our pajamas.
Yeah, let us know if we should do it again. I have so many ideas. Oh, last thoughts, then I'll really cut it off. There's only like 2 days left in this month. This month's special is Melissa at 10% off. I'm going to do an IGTV on it tomorrow. Melissa is crazy special. It's another one of the more expensive oils, but it should be just like rose. It should be. It's rare. It is, high intensity in terms of harvesting it and bottling it and doing it the right way. So getting it at 10% off is a really, really good deal. So watch for that on IGTV tomorrow, and maybe Molly will do some Insta stories about it. But it's really just a few days left to get that at 10% off. And also consider the Mother's Day collection, the Pure Fume collection. Maybe we'll do a little number on that. There's a quiz you can take to learn your Pure Fume style. Maybe we could do that on one of our pajama talks. But anyway, get Melissa, and thank you for BOGOing with us.
Yes.
And be well and fall asleep tonight thinking of Rose and knowing that you are that cherished. Just that's what Rose reminds us of. You are cherished.
Yes.
Good night,
Good
sleep
night.
well. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Sleep well.
Okay, I'm going to stop.